It's July the 6th, Saturday, as promised, and welcome to Moe's Toy Room. And it's Mo, I to the T to the Z, MOE, your number one Rudo announcer. You guessed it, Star Wars Collectibles. All right, everyone, just want to say that today is the day that I've been promising. As always, every Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to do a show. It's called What Was Once Hot But Not Forgotten. At least not in this household. But it's things that were really hot at one time that people went crazy for it and all of a sudden forgotten about. So I was digging through a lot of old stuff and I said, I saw these things and I'm like, wow, somebody needs to tell these guys' story because they're not getting no play because everybody's talking about the brand new Boba Fett Black Series coming to San Diego Comic-Con and they're talking about all this exclusive this, exclusive that, exclusive this. What I remember about Star Wars is the fun times, such as waiting to get into a Toys R Us when they open up in the morning and you're out there with 30 other people looking for the same thing that you want. You know, like a Jawa 2-pack from the Power of the Force. You know what I'm talking about, you real collectors out there. And you have to do battle and hopefully somebody gets it. And, you know, it was war, folks. I mean, Star Wars was really, really hot back between, 1995 all the way through about, I would say, 2003. And then it kind of died a little bit. And that's where a lot of the line, like the Saga series and all of them all started to blossom. And then they came out with like the vintage collection later on in 2010. And people started climbing back into it because they were offering a lot of really cool stuff. And the Clone Wars was starting to make its way in, and then Rebels came in. But anyway, in the beginning, there was, in the early 90s and 95s, there was the Power of the Force line, and it offered just about everything. And then in 1999, we also know that the Star Wars Episode 1 finally hit, and the anticipation was mayhem. I mean, when they opened up those doors at Toys R Us or Kmart or Walmart or wherever you went, I remember going to Walmart and watching people over in my area because we have a bigger size Walmart that's open 24/7. So we went to Toys R Us the night that they debuted the Star Wars Episode 1 line for the movie before we even saw the movie. And people were just literally like at war. There was hundreds upon hundreds of people in the toy section of Walmart. They had to literally do crowd control in there because it was so bad. People were reaching over everything, tearing figures. I mean, I just remember 2 whole rows just of pure figures, and people were just throwing them on the floor, going through them, and they're looking for all the rare ones that were coming out. And obviously Darth Maul, everybody wanted to know who Darth Maul was, and then Padme and everything else that was coming out, Queen Amidala. But anyway, to make matters short, they came out with a really cool line of 12-inch assortment of girls. And they are the 2 biggest girls, other than Rey, inside the whole Star Wars universe. That's Queen Amidala, Padme, and obviously Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, God rest her soul, rest in peace. But anyway, a lot of people bought these things because they were so cool when they came out. They kind of rivaled like Barbie a little bit. But to me, I think that they actually looked a whole hell of a lot better than Barbie. And Star Wars had never ever seen figures come out with this much detail, especially in the 12-inch line. So this is what they had to offer, and this was $9.99 each one of them. And I believe that this one in the back right here might have been a little bit more. It was like a Toys R Us exclusive at the time. It might have been, I don't know, maybe $20. But all these other ones were $9.99, and I left the price tag on one of them to show you. But anyway, we're going to kick things off. Let's move these aside right here. Okay. Let's kick things off with Queen Amidala. Now watch this, folks. Let's open this up. Yeah, you're looking at that. Check that out. All real tire. Look, man, this figure is awesome. Looks like it's made of porcelain, even though it's not. I mean, nobody gives Hasbro credit these days, and they're always putting them down, comparing them next to Kenner. But Kenner was Kenner. I mean, Kenner, the Kenner Star Wars flavor is what you see behind me. This is Hasbro flavor. So they kind of wanted to kind of mess with Barbie a little bit with these, and look at the detail on that. They gave you the open up page about who she was going to be in the movie, everything else. This figure was super cool. Came in this really cool display box. You can see it there. 1999 portrait edition, Queen Amidala. And this one doesn't have the price tag, but they made sure they put Hasbro right there as always. Hasbro over there, Hasbro in the back right there, Hasbro on this side. Hasbro's like, we own Star Wars, baby, so we're going to put it all over everything. So anyway, you have that Queen right there. Move this one aside. Let's step up to the next one. Another version of Queen Amidala. That's from the Portrait Edition. And if you can see, this one does have the price tag on it, $9.99. Yeah, it was $9.99. And a lot of you forgot about it, and you're saying, why didn't I get those? Those are so freaking cool. They're so cool. Well, I kept mine in the box. I don't care what anybody says. I liked what I liked, and I bought it. So, look at that. Look at the detail in her dress. Look down there. The whole thing on the side, when you turn it over, she even has that window in the back that you can see the detail on her dress. Look at that. That is just amazing that they could do that. And they don't do nothing like this anymore. Like, literally, come on, Hasbro. Do something big. Like you got the Galaxy's Edge and everything else is blowing up all over. And you're coming up with all these new Star Wars and everything else. But man, do some more stuff like this. It's really, really cool. That it's kind of made for collectors. Actually, everything's made for collectors. Kids don't really buy the brand new Star Wars items anymore. Not unless their mom's buying them something like really fast, like a Galaxy's Edge if they go, or to the store they might get a figure if they choose not to put it against anything else like a Pokemon card or something, or a video game. But anyway, here goes the other one. Queen Amidala Portrait Edition. This one says from 2000. So this is a year later after those other ones were made. Look at that. Just completely amazing. Like, every woman like right now that's watching this that doesn't have these in their collection, that's a huge Star Wars collector, is saying, how fast can I get on eBay, because I need to get myself a set, because these things, and look, you could stand them up, pose them, they display well, just everything about this was right. And it took a while, believe it or not. You could find these like on the store shelves, like every time you went to the store, like literally. People just were passing on them. I guess they just didn't think that they were, you know, for a guy collector. They didn't think that it was like the cool thing to do. Everybody wanted what was cheap, for that way they could resell on eBay. You know, when eBay was first getting going with the Star Wars Episode 1 thing, everybody wanted to pile up and buy 20 Darth Mauls, for that way nobody gets a Darth Maul action figure. And they're letting these like precious items like slip right from underneath their nose. You flip it over and look at that. Look at the back of that thing. Just completely beautiful piece. Like, everything about this just spells Star Wars Episode 1. To me, I think that these three figures here, because that's what this show is about right now. I think these three figures right here say Star Wars Episode 1 and represent it more than any of the action figures that they absolutely have. These three, because Queen Amidala is all about her. She started off, she's Leia's mom, and then Leia will eventually go on, you know, and you know the story. She has her kids, Kylo Ren and Jaina Solo and everybody else. But it all started with her. So they represented her right, and they don't do that no more. I would absolutely love to see a Rey version of this done. I think it would be really, really cool if they did Rey. like that. Let's head down to this one. Portrait Edition, Princess Leia. Look at that. 1999. This came in the Power of the Force box. It says Classic Edition, but these with the green lightsaber that's on the side right there, the green packaging, that's totally Power of the Force line box. Power of the Force 2 for all you collectors who say, no, it's not Power of the Force. Power of the Force was only up to 85, so no, he's wrong. Power of the Force 2 line. Take a look at that. Wow. Completely amazing sculpting. The dress looks like as if somebody could wear it for their wedding. I mean, the jewels that are on her. This spells and shows how beautiful Princess Leia was in her time. And that's why the Star Wars galaxy fell in love with her character. Because when we saw the princess on screen for the very first time, this is pretty much how she looked. Shows her innocence. And you can see the back. Let me open it up so you can get a better view of that. And obviously Hasbro. Put Hasbro, 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 Hasbro again. Surprised they didn't drop a big old Hasbro right here. But anyway, I'll take it, folks. This thing is really nice. Alright. Now, here's the one that is my favorite out of the whole 5 that I just showed you right here. It is Princess Leia. The Princess Leia collection. This is where she was Slave Leia. And look who she comes with. R2-D2. They gave you that beautiful scene. This actually comes up. Look at that. I'm going behind Jabba and Leia with the pop-up scene that pops up off here. Even Jabba's bowl right here that he was smoking out of. Obviously, I think he was smoking a thing called spice. I could be mistaken. Correct me on that. Please leave a comment. But anyway, has her whole story right here. Shows a little scene right there when she was with Jabba the Hutt. But take a look at this figure. R2 looks like he's as if he was serving drinks on a sail barge. It has the drink cups on top of his head. Look at that. Drink cups. They don't make it like this no more, folks. Like literally, like if they made this a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive and put that thing out this year, people would be paying $500 for one of these things. Because it says San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, exclusive, exclusive. No. $20. Toys R Us exclusive when it came out. This one does not say Hasbro on every single corner. But it does say a different version of Hasbro. Look at that tag. That Hasbro tag compared to that Hasbro tag. Because I believe this was a Toys R Us exclusive when Jeffries was still around and made it really nice and easy for us to shop. And then Walmarts and Targets came around and just wiped them right off the planet. And everybody buying off eBay because they're too lazy to go to the store and go shop and go after Star Wars collectibles anymore. And to all you people that worked in the stores that are buying everything before they even hit the shelves, you're most of the reason as to why people no longer go to the store to buy Star Wars anymore. We just said, forget it, we'll order it online because the store employees are just going to take them right out the back door on their discount and put it straight on eBay and make that extra money that their minimum wage just ain't providing them. Hate to put it that way, but folks, that's how I feel about the whole thing because I've seen it done. And when you see stores like Toys R Us go out of business, it is just heartbreaking, and I cannot wait for them to start reopening the Toys R Us's here in the United States one more time. But anyway, folks, if you like this video, please lay the smack down on your like button, and also please don't forget to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for your proper notifications to see the videos that I got coming up in the future. As you can tell, I'm coming up with a lot of new good stuff, folks, but you ain't going to be able to know what I have and be able to know backgrounds on things if you don't check into my videos. So you got to check them. You know, I got a whole series of them now. I've been doing this now for, you know, probably about 2 months now. So there's a series of videos at the bottom you can check out. And also you can catch me on Instagram at MOE'S Toys. That's MOE'S Toys, MOE'S. I am also on Instagram with some rare photos of some of the rare stuff from my collection. All the photos have not been uploaded yet. I'm getting around to doing everything, so give me time on that. But get on while you still can and climb aboard, for you can get your latest notifications in Star Wars Rush and Star Wars Attitude from my part of the universe. Did that make any sense? Probably not. But I don't care. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, folks. And it's Mo, I to the T to the Z, M-O-E, your #1 Rudo announcer in Star Wars collectibles. If you don't know what Rudo means, please look it up. It means the bad guy in Mexican wrestling. So also, don't forget to leave a comment. If you feel free to leave a comment and do not like this video, I don't care. Leave something. Let me know that you're watching these videos. All right, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I did not offend anybody because I'm really a nice guy in real life. No, I'm not really. I'm a Rudo. So, all right, folks. We're out.